When most people think about sustainability, they think about this notion we've developed over the last 30 years, which is that human activity is inherently negative. It's something to be constrained. It's something to be managed and mitigated.
This is a story about cutting back, about harm reduction, about doing without, potentially a story about sacrifice and limitations. And the implication of that is we should be reducing our activities, our behaviors, so as to minimize impact. And the best you can do is zero. And that's not good enough.
What if we could think about human activity as something that is inherently positive, that could do good for the planet and for people? And in fact, what we want to create is a vision of the future that is wildly different from what we have today, but also significantly different from what we've ever had in the past.
The reason this is a positive agenda to me is because of the change in the story. We can actually do things that will make things better for the environment and for people. And insofar as we can do that, that's a very exciting agenda. And so I think to say to people, this is the generation that gets to fix this problem, that's a really positive thing to me, not a negative one.
One of the most important aspects of what we've done at UBC is that we've tried to walk the talk. We've tried to implement the ideas as opposed to just creating research or creating ideas, but putting it into action.
If you really want things to change, then you've got to change the game and setting incredible targets for us so we cannot be marginally better. We've got to do things radically differently, and that's what UBC is doing right now.
A fundamental part of the success that UBC's had around implementing sustainability is incredibly strong leadership at the top of the organization. We've had leaders willing to take risks in terms of major capital investment. The willingness of those leaders to step out beyond the comfort zone has been inspiring.
What we've managed to do at UBC is to really tightly integrate research, teaching, and operations so that the whole campus can be seen as a kind of living laboratory for sustainability.
So we can treat our whole campus as a test bed, where we can try out this stuff at an interesting scale, bring in the private sector and say, you guys can commercialize this stuff, work with us, you can take it out to the market. Bring in the public sector and say, you guys make regulations and policy, we don't, you can take that back out. Bring in the NGOs and say, you work on social license to operate, you work on community engagement, help us, and then take this out to the world.
The hope in the long term, because we're representative of any community, is that any community can do this. And I guess our bridge to those communities in a lot of ways are our students.
The teaching side is crucial. It's a fundamental part of the sustainability transition for us.
Sustainability can be woven through whatever it is that people are learning, whatever it is they want to pursue in their lives. So it isn't hived off, it isn't siloed. It's something that is embedded in everything they learn and do.
We really have the chance, I think, to, which maybe doesn't come very often in human history, to make this kind of fundamental change.
So the opportunity to work with leading edge researchers, professors, students, to help develop solutions for significant problems that are affecting the globe. I mean, what is more inspiring than that?